Hey, Midwest Picker here. I'm going solo today. It is, I don't know, February 8th, 24 degrees in West Michigan, and I am out running errands. I gotta get gas for the caddy. And yes, I do go picking in a caddy. I know it's kind of funny, but it's a 2010, not super valuable, but it does hurt when you try to negotiate a price and they look over their shoulder and see what car you're driving. But anyway, that's a different story. Gotta get gas, snacks, of course. Every time I get gas, I have to get snacks, as you can tell. And then I have to go to Home Depot and get some big boxes. We're starting our spring cleaning early, starting to box up stuff. We're gonna have 3 boxes. It's gonna be stuff to donate, stuff to keep, stuff to sell on eBay. And long story, but we have spare rooms and spaces in our house that we store stuff in, so we're just tackling one room at a time. This is the smallest of the rooms. We're not hoarders, but we're getting there. So we're gonna clean out this room, figure out what color the carpeting is. Sorry for the lighting because the sun is really coming in hard from the left. And I was out brushing off the car. That's why my transition lenses are green, so you can't see me too well, but that'll change in a minute. So I'm gonna get 3 big boxes from Home Depot, work on a room, and then on the way home from there, I'm gonna hit a Salvation Army and a Restore. Do a little bit of picking, not much, but then go home, and it's gonna be chore day today. So I'll take you along with me, try to shoot some video in the stores. Still don't have a GoPro. Yeah, might turn the camera. I'm not gonna turn the camera around. You've seen winter before, so that's the plan so far. So next stop is Salvation Army. Very tempting, but too high.
to house them, you know. It takes too long for any of us to get a foster care license that they have to.
I am a sucker for these paper mache. I love these things. I've got to buy some of those. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to keep them. Oh, I got to stop keeping stuff. Beautiful, but no margin. All right, that was the Salvation Army. Got a little bit of video in there because it was dead today. Blue tag, 50% off, so I got some 50% off stuff. I may have had a few duds or struck gold, I don't really know. Some of the stuff I looked up and some of it I didn't. A lot of stuff I walked away from. I think it's in the video that, well, there was Noritake glass set was just too expensive. It was $29.99. More contemporary, so it doesn't have a lot of value as far as flipping or reselling. And then I can't remember the name, but there was a set that was over $100. I'll put the name up here somewhere. Beautiful set of dishes, gorgeous, but there's just no money to be made. The solds were really low, $2, $3, $4 a piece. I couldn't believe it. That particular pattern, very few on eBay. So I walked away. I'm not going to pay full retail price, but got some other things. Those paper mache statues, they're just creepy enough to love. I believe those are items sold down in Mexico to tourists, and I can see why they sell because they're really cool. They're paper mache, handmade, glazed, not super expensive, don't have a whole lot of value. They're just super cool. So I'll look them up and see if they have any value. I doubt it. I'm going to keep those. The poster of Arnold, that's going in the eBay office for sure. I think that'll be a nice addition. I don't know if it's homemade or not. It looks commercial, but it's got a little condition issues. For $5, you can't beat it. The frame is worth more than that. My favorite movie of all time is Terminator 2. I just love the one-liners, the action, the special effects, just the whole storyline. I don't know why. It just is a total guy movie. It's hilarious. It's fun. I could watch it every week for the rest of my life, but you don't care about that. So I'm a big Terminator fan. Arnold's movies like True Lies and Kindergarten Cop, he just makes some really good movies. So yeah, that's for the office. Unless somebody wants to buy it, shoot me an offer and I might sell it to you. But some of the other items I don't remember. Oh yeah, there was that, I don't know what you would call it, not statuary, but like a sculpture that's on a base, and it's got a name. I'll put the name up here. They have a lot of them for a lot of money, but not that particular one. It's like a girl reading a book to two little kids. I'll put a picture up here, and I'm going to talk about all this stuff later, so I have no idea. So at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about what I think the relative value is of these items. Which could be hit or miss, and if it's a miss, oh well. So, got the little Detroit Red Wings figurine. Of course, they had a really bad year, so I don't know how popular that'll be. That might be a miss. You know, I paid up for it, $3 or $4. It might only be worth $5 or $6. Who knows? But it's numbered, so I don't know. It'll clean up well. Probably should sell well. It'll ship easy. It's super lightweight. It'll go first class in a little box. Might take forever though to sell it, so who knows. So I'm on my way to the next thrift store and then getting lunch for me and Mrs. Midwest Picker. She's probably starving. And then I highly doubt I'll shoot video in this next one, so we'll see. Alright, I'm back in the eBay cave. I got the specs on today, so I'm sorry for the glare. It always drives me crazy when I can see that. So this is going to be just kind of a hodgepodge video of sourcing what I got today. And because you guys, or most of you guys, are new to reselling, and that's what the focus of this channel is to help new people, I'm going to tell you what I bought, what I paid for it, what I think it'll sell for, and how it will ship. So you can go out into the world and estate sales and flea markets and thrift stores and garage sales. Gives you an idea of what to buy, what not to buy, and how it will ship. I'm always amazed when I read comments on Facebook groups for thrifting, reselling, eBay, whatever, and people say, I think I made a mistake. I listed this item and I only charged $5 shipping. It's going to cost me $35. You really have to do your research, and that's all down below in the description below. I have links to how-to videos, how to ship, how to source, how to list, how to take photos, all that stuff. Number one, if you're brand new to reselling and you're going to sell online and you're going to ship, you have to research shipping and postage and how it all works. I made that mistake in the beginning way back in 2002. I started listing on eBay and I really didn't have a clue how shipping worked, and I paid dearly for it. So with today's technology and Google and digital scales that only cost like $10, there's no reason a new person should mess that up. So you really have to research that carefully. It can be very expensive if you don't do that right. So why I got into that tangent, I don't know. So this is a sourcing video. The other thing I want to do before I show you all the stuff that I bought, I have a return. So my philosophy in life is slow to anger, quick to forgive, always assume positive intent. I have free 30-day returns on my eBay store. The reason, it's good marketing, and I rarely ever get a return. It just doesn't happen. I did get one recently for an item I sold. It's a brass flange. Maybe I'll put a picture here. Came with 3 screws to attach it to a wall and then 1 set screw. So I had it listed, I believe, $18.90. I might be getting these numbers wrong. I think it was around $18.95 or $15.95. I don't remember. But I took a best offer. They received it. They messaged me and said they wanted to return it. And the reason is because the set screw was missing. I personally think it's buyer's remorse and they just don't want it. Whatever, I don't really care. I'll just take it, relist it, and sell it for even more money. So I'll probably put it back on my eBay store for $19.95 and try to recoup my losses. It's very heavy, very thick brass. It's high quality, probably commercial grade. Now maybe I sold it a little too low, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I received the package today in the mail. They did everything they were supposed to. I paid for a return shipping label, which eBay gave them, and they printed it, taped it to the box, did what they were supposed to do. No big deal. After I unbox it, I'm going to check it, make sure it's exactly what I sold them, that there's no issues. Off camera later today, I will go to my eBay store, probably on my laptop, and tell eBay, yep, I received it, issue the refund, and no harm, no foul, so no big deal. But I'm going to open the box, and this is kind of cool. I'm going to open the box in front of you guys without editing the video, no cutaways, and we're going to see if that little set screw is actually missing or not. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't include it, and they're right. I don't know. I personally think it's there, but we're going to find out together. I'm going to open the package, and we'll see. Either way, no hard feelings. I'll just relist it. It's just part of doing business. So that part is coming up next. All right, so here's the box. Try not to show too much. So my original, they use the original box, which is smart, and the original postage is on here from when I sent it to them. Then they just printed it on plain paper, taped it on here, which is fine too. So I got the box. I got the Midwest picker here. We're going to open it up together and see what's inside. So hopefully, I don't mean hopefully, but I'm pretty sure I'm right that the set screw is going to be in here. It's hard to do this on camera. Wouldn't that be funny if I stabbed myself in the leg on camera and I started bleeding all over the place? Alright. They taped it up good. They did a good job of taping it. Really good job. I'm not going to damage a brass flange. Okay, so put the Midwest picker away. So here's the box. It's got the original invoice. I always include an invoice. Maybe that's not the invoice. Packing slip, item return. So they just printed this from eBay, I believe. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And they use a lot of bubble wrap, just like this is probably all the stuff I sent. Empty box. Set that over here. So they just taped it back up again. It almost looks like they didn't open it. It looks like the way I did it when I sent it to them. I don't know. So we got this here. And there's the pack of screws. And this has not been opened. This is the way I shipped it. And here's the screws right here. I don't know if it shows up on camera. I'm not the one to say I told you so, but if you can see that, there's 3 big screws, and you see a little, there's a glare, but see that little screw there? That's the set screw that they said was missing. So this is a flange. It's got 3 big holes, if you can see that. You mount it to the wall, and then here is a little, I don't know where it goes, but that's weird. There's no hole in the side. But anyways, there's 3 big holes there. There's 3 big screws and a set screw. So the reason they returned it is they said there was no set screw. Well, there is a set screw, but there is no hole in the side either to put the set screw through. So it seems like you have to drill this yourself. I don't know. I really don't care. It is weird that there's no hole in the side, but maybe that's the way it's intended. I don't know. So it appears to me like this is all originally wrapped from what I sent them. I think it's buyer's remorse. They just didn't want it, or they felt they spent too much money. No big deal. I'm just going to put this back in my eBay store. Maybe I'll put in the description that it needs to be drilled for the set screw, or the user must drill a hole for the set screw, kind of clarifying that a little bit, and maybe that'll help. So before I get into what I picked and what I bought today, you notice this guy here? So I know you're going to laugh. I can hear you laughing already. I bought this for the eBay office. I'm just a big fan of the Terminator movies. Terminator 2 is my favorite movie of all time. I could watch it every week for the rest of my life. Great one-liners, great comedy, great action, great sci-fi, special effects. I believe James Cameron is the director. The movie was just awesome. When it came out, it just changed the world as far as quality and expectations for films. I also like his other movies, True Lies and Kindergarten Cop and all of those too, and Twins, if you haven't seen that. So I got this for $4. I mean, the frame alone is worth more than $4. It's got a little condition issue, but I don't care. I'm going to hang it up somewhere in here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but it's just an addition to the eBay office. I'm running out of space. I got a little bit of space over here above my wall hanger, but so that explains what that is. Now the next thing I bought were these paper mache statues. You saw it earlier in the video. Let me show you those. So these statues are made out of paper mache. This is what they look like. And these are typically sold, I would think, down in Mexico, South America. These are things that are sold to tourists. They probably don't have a lot of value. I just think they're super cool, and I can see why they sell them to tourists and why they get bought, because they're really neat. They're made out of paper, and then they're like shellacked or coated. They're all handmade, all individual. I thought these were just really neat. So, you know what? I just decided right now I'm not listing these or selling them. I'm just going to keep them for the eBay office. I might have to put a shelf on the wall to put these on. I would really like them to be in the video. There's this dude here working hard, bringing back water to camp. And then this other one, you got this lady here. That would make a great thumbnail. She's carrying something like stone tablets or something. So I bought 3 big ones. In the video earlier, you saw smaller ones. I don't think I bought those. I just bought these 3 big ones. They were $2.99 a piece. They were not on sale. I just like them, so I bought them. That happens too when you go picking. Sometimes you find stuff you just want to keep. So I'm reducing the percentage. I'm probably down to 10% of what I pick, I keep. And that's another thing too, when you're out at garage sales or even a flea market, if people ask you, are you going to resell this? Are you going to put this on eBay? Just be honest and tell them. What I tell people that ask me that, I tell them I keep what I like and I sell the rest. And that's absolutely true. It's the truth. I keep what I like and I sell the rest. Now, you don't have to get into the fact that you have an eBay store and you're a reseller and you're trying to make money, but be honest, there's no reason to lie about it. So the first item that I bought was this uranium glass cup. It's a two-handled little cup. Over the years, if you're watching this, you know exactly what this is. There's no maker's mark on the bottom. It's not, what is that called? I forget the name now, but I paid $1.50 for it, and there is not one on eBay, which is not a good sign. There's really no comps at all. Similar ones that are bigger or different are going like $9, $6, $12. I really don't know what the value is. Probably isn't a lot of value. It's not super old, and it's not unusual. But I paid $1.50, and I'm going to list it for $12.95 plus shipping on top. Weighs about 12 ounces, so padded up really good in a little cardboard box. It'll go first class. I'm a big Red Wings fan. They didn't really have a very good season, but I saw this figure, Darren McCarty. Kind of cool. I think they gave these away in Grand Rapids because it says Griffins on his chest. That's our local hockey team here in Grand Rapids. What's missing, though, is his hockey stick. He's holding a hockey stick, and I don't have that, which is probably not good. It hurts the value. I paid $3. It says number 2206 of 2520, so it's numbered in a series. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. But did I say I paid $3? Yeah, I think I paid $3. There's two of them online right now that have the original box and the hockey stick, and they're asking $40, which is a good sign. Unfortunately, I don't have the stick, and I don't have the box. So I'm going to list it for $29.95. Shipping and handling will be first class. He weighs about 10 ounces, and this will go in a nice 4x6x8 box. It'll stay under a pound, so it'll go first class. No big deal. And these things are kind of nichey, like maybe a Red Wings fan would buy this. Maybe a Darren McCarty fan would buy it. I don't know. It's not good that the stick is missing, so I'm going to put best offers on this too. And if somebody offers me, I don't know, any amount of money where I still make a good profit, I'll take it for sure. This one was a bad pick. I tell you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I have that album up there too, which you've probably seen. This was something I saw new in the package, so I was very excited, and I grabbed it. It looked high quality. This is a corkscrew with handles on it. The brand is Bar Y3, some off-brand that nobody knows. There's a few on eBay, but they also have other items with it, so this was a bust. Paid $2 for it, and the reason I did it because it was new in the package. Comps are $6 to $10, but like I said, it comes with other things too, like little shot glasses and stuff like that. I'm going to list it for $9.99 plus shipping on top. It's 14 ounces, so this will go maybe in a padded mailer. I got some big 8x10 padded mailers. This will barely make first class. If it doesn't go first class, I'm going to lose money big time. So, and if it doesn't sell within a few months, I'll just keep it. Then I bought those Courier and Ives. I think I'm pronouncing that right, these little plates. My sister is an expert in these. There are a few items of these that have a ton of value. The casserole dish with the lid is worth a lot of money. And then there's a plate. I don't remember the image. People ice skating, I believe. And it's a big 10 or 11 inch platter with little built-in handles. But they also made a round plate with that image. And that's extremely rare. That's worth a ton of money. If I think about it, I'll put some pictures up here of the really rare stuff. This is a little 6-inch plate. The sticker said 8 for $5. And I brought it up to the counter, and there was actually 12 in the stack. And I asked the guy, I said, you can add to the price if you want. And he said, no, don't worry about it. So I got 12 for $5. So basically, I paid 41 cents a piece. The comps are all over the place, $6 to $12 each. I don't think people really get that. It's a little high. I'm going to lot these together 2 at a time for $9.99 plus shipping on top. Shipping will be 12.5 ounces, so it'll go first class. And I have a how to ship glass video a couple episodes back. Check that out if you're curious. If you sold 2 or 4 or 6 of these, how would you box it up? I have a video that explains that. The other thing I want to explain too is I have 12 of these, and I'll do lots of 2. So when I list it, I'll put available 6, so they can buy up to 12, obviously. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because I'll do a volume discount, and that's an option, I believe. If you have a store, you have to have a store, I think, and I don't think you have to be top rated. So some of these options I'm mentioning you might not have access to, but if you do, you can give a volume discount. So if you buy more than 1, you can give 10% off. If you buy more than 2, you can give 15% off. Kind of encourages people to buy more. The other thing I do is I combine shipping, and I put that in the description. And there is a way to do it automatically. I'm just not smart enough to figure that out yet, or I just don't have the time. So basically, I'll charge, I'm going to charge like $5 first class shipping if they buy 2. In the description, it'll say I combine shipping or free additional shipping. I combine shipping, explain that. So if people buy more and I catch them before they pay for it, I'll send them an invoice and I'll discount their shipping and take it off. If they are quick on the trigger and they pay for it all, let's say they bought all 6 and a total of 12, they're going to pay $30 shipping. Obviously, that's way too much. So then I'll go into PayPal and I'll refund their money. I'll refund them $25, only charge them $5. Now what you're thinking is, well, why would you only charge $5 if they bought all 12? Because that's going to have to go priority mail and that's much more expensive. That's true, but if they're $9.99 and they buy all 6, I'm making a ginormous profit because I paid 41 cents a piece. So if they do me the favor of buying all of them, I do them the favor of discounting the shipping. So yes, I do eat some shipping if I do that. Cuts into my net profit, but I think it helps with sales. Nobody in their right mind would pay $30 to ship 12 of these. So that's why you should offer discounted combined shipping if you have multiples like this. This last item made me pretty excited. I had no idea what it is. I had to look it up. It's a little dusty. I haven't cleaned it up yet, but this is a sculpture. And I really have no idea what it's called. I did some research on it in the store, and there was nothing. It's called Austin Productions, and it says 1980. It's very heavy. It's about 8 pounds. I call it children reading. I tried to search it while I was in the store, girl reading book or children reading a book, and nothing was coming up, but Austin Productions sure did come up. Different sculptures other than this, anywhere from $50 to $200 on up. And this must be a company that makes sculptures. I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to take it home and paint it. I really don't know what it is. Maybe it's good the way it is. There's nothing on the bottom. I paid $6 for it. And it's very heavy. Obviously, it's going to go priority mail. Probably, gosh, I don't know, a large flat rate. Maybe, I don't know if this would fit in the medium. You don't want her head to get damaged. There has to be void here with lots of cushioning and void fill, but you don't want, if you put this in a box and the bottom is on the bottom of the box and the top of the box is touching her head, I guarantee you this will get destroyed in shipping. So the box is going to have to be more like a cube, wider, longer, and taller than the object itself. I might have to do a plain brown box and do priority mail by weight. Probably go through pirate ship. I don't know. I really don't know. This is going to take a lot of research to figure out what it is and what it's worth. I have no clue. It doesn't feel coated. So this could be a product that you take home and paint yourself. I have no idea. You can't bake it or fire it because it's on this wooden base. So it can't go in an oven. So it's done. I just don't know what it is. So if you guys have any idea what this is, it's really cool. I like it. But sometimes that's the chance you have to take. You're going to run into things like that that you can get a pretty good price on, especially if it's on the fly and you don't really have time to look it up. You just have to go with your gut. And for $6, it's a bit of a gamble for me. $6 is lunch, basically. But I took a chance. And, who knows? It could be worth nothing. Maybe it's only worth $10, or maybe it's worth $300. I have no idea. But it's really cool. I like it. Worst case scenario, you would keep it. But it's got to sell for quite a bit of money to justify the shipping. The shipping's going to be up there. It's going to be like $15 or more to ship it. So the value has to be like $30 or more to be worth anybody's time. So that's the video, guys. If you're new here, I'm a part-time picker, part-time YouTube content creator. I'm a husband, father, registered nurse. I work full-time. I do this part-time. The subject of the channel is helping new people to reselling, whether you do it online or in person. In person would be Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, Let Go. Online would be eBay, Amazon, Mercari, Posh, Etsy. The options keep growing, so there's no specifics, but I do kind of focus a lot on eBay. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I'm not sure if I should mention this yet. My number of subscribers is going up. I'm over 400 now, and I am going to have a 500 subscriber giveaway. I don't want people to comment down below thinking it's right now, but probably in my next video, I'm going to have a major announcement. It's huge. I'm going to have a giveaway when I do reach 500. I'm not going to tell you what the item is yet until the day of the giveaway, but that's coming soon. So thanks guys for watching. Give it that thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.